Greetings class, this is Dr. Giberson, and the purpose for this video is to give you a quick overview of our CourseMate, or our web page that is supports and matches our book. Once you've gotten logged in using the code in your book and the course code that I provided you in on Moodle to make sure you get assigned to my class, you should see a dashboard like this, and I'm hoping that your student dashboard looks the same as mine. This is the instructor site, and I have not been able to figure out how much different yours looks. Each of the squares on here represent a chapter, and so I'm able to click on chapter 1, and if the first thing you'll notice is each of the topics, and these match identically to your book. To the right for each chapter, you're going to see a flashcard review where you can check out key concepts and kind of give yourself a quick test to make sure you understand them. Rate yourself on how well you know it, so you can track that and come back to it later if need be. And then finally, you can simply use this as a way to read over the text. One nice thing about this is that by clicking on some of any of the highlighted key terms, it will give you the definition. You can take some notes on it. You can rate your understanding of it and add it to your study board to come back to later if need be. So it's a great feature. Highly encourage you to use it. The same is true for every chapter. There may be additional videos and so forth embedded in some of the chapters that you can take a look at. I put together a calendar, and on that calendar it indicates when the media quizzes are due, and I've also put a link to each chapter so you can simply click there if you so choose to get to the chapter if you want to read it online. Those media quizzes, the dates should match identically with any luck to the syllabus as well as the Moodle page. So hopefully that is correct. If not, let me know. And you can see that it continues throughout the semester. And I purposely tried not to mix up the semester too much, keep things the same pattern. I think it gets a little challenging with an online class. In the past I've tried to do a lot of different things and make different weeks, have different features and so forth, but then it kind of throws students off and they forget to do stuff. So that's why it kind of goes fairly consistent in its pattern. Up here to the right, you'll see the study board. And what you're able to do, a variety of things. You can, they call them study bits, but you can tap on things in chapters, add them to your study board, and it will keep them there, different terms, different concepts that you can come back and review. You can click here and create a practice quiz for any of the chapters. I draw my questions for your graded quiz on Moodle from the exact same data sets or database. So there is a good chance that some of the questions you see on the practice quiz will also show up on your graded quiz. So you can take the practice quiz anytime you want for each chapter. It won't count towards your grade, which is a good thing because you can make sure that you are as prepared as you can be before you do complete the graded one on Moodle. Flashcards for each chapter are embedded here, so you can work those through. And then finally, the concept tracker, as I mentioned earlier, you can add things to this. Those things that you want to make sure you go back and review one more time before you take a quiz or answer your essay or the media quiz, what have you. So that is the site. Hopefully you'll engage with this. It really is a very, very useful site. I get a lot of compliments from students both about the book and this particular online tool. And one thing to keep in mind is that the more that you engage with the different concepts and materials, and the more different ways that you engage with it, the more you're going to remember it and the more useful it's going to be to you, out in the work world. And some of the key terms and definitions throughout this entire semester are those that are fundamental to communicating in HR language and using them properly or misusing them. These terms and these concepts will say a lot about you to other people in terms of whether you know your stuff and whether you are someone that they're going to want to bring on board. So make sure you dig into this class and let me know what I can do to be helpful.